અસીમ જય જયકાર હો દાદા ભગવાનના 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 અસીમ જય જયકાર દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો 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 दादा भगवानना असीम जय जयकार हो। 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 दादा भगवानना असीम जय जयकार
આવો છો ને તમે? આવો છો ને? ઓકે, જય સચિદાનંદ. હમણાં આવવાનું. Yeah, right, yeah.
અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા
Sachidanand. Surya, oral, while you're doing Asim Jai Jayakaro, you have to close your eyes and bring the Dada's picture. What were you doing, Surya? Okay, next time be careful. Okay, Monica Didi, 3 mantra please.
जय सच्चिदानंद। नमो वीतरागाय
नमो वितरागाय
नमो अरिहंतानम
नमो हरिहंतानम
नमो सिद्धानम नमो सिद्धानम नमो आयरियानम नमो नमो वज्रायान नमो
वज्राय
नमो लोय अवसाहुनम नमो ऐसो पंचनमुक्कारो ऐसो पंचनमुक्कारो सवपावनासनो
पावकणासनो
मंगलानां च सवेसिं
मंगलानां च सर्वेसिं
परमं हवै मंगलम्
मंगलम्।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय।
जय सच्चिदानंद
Jai Sachchidanand. Okay, Toral.
हे दादा, भगवान आप मुझे ऐसी शक्ति प्रदान करें ताकि मैं अपने अनुभव में कॉम्प्रोमाइज ना करूं, ताकि मेरा शरीर की साधन मुझे में ध्येय को यानी कि पढ़ाई में और सत्संग में हमेशा सहायक बने। मैं पढ़ाई में बिल्कुल सिंसियर रहूंगी। मैं पूरी सोबत सर कुसुम से हमेशा दूर रहूंगी और कुछ भी हो मेरा सत्संग कभी भी न छूटे, ऐसी परम कृपा करना। प्राप्त मन वचन काया का योग कर अपनी आत्मा का उपयोग केवल परोपकार यानी कि जीव मात्र की सेवा में ही करो, जो सबसे बड़ा मानव धर्म है। मैं हमेशा अपने स्वयं और अन्य सभी लोगों इस जीवन व्यवहार में सिंसियर और प्योर बनी रहूंगी ताकि मैं बराबर दादा भगवान के जैसे उत्कृष्ट शक्ति की मानवी बन पाऊं। हे दादा भगवान, मैं आगे अपने माता पिता की हर बात सुनने की संकल्प लेती हूँ और जवाब न दूं। कृपा इस संबंध में मुझे आंतरिक शक्ति प्रदान करें।
अव्यय, अव्यय, okay, श्रेया,
आनंद। हे दादा भगवान, मुझे पढ़ाई में समझने में जो बाधाएं अंतराय आते हैं, जो भी ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस आते हैं, उन सभी को तोड़ने का मैं दृढ़ निश्चय करती हूँ। आप ऐसी कृपा करें कि जिससे मेरे दर्शन ऊपर के आवरण टूट जाए और मेरी पढ़ाई सही ढंग से हो, ऐसी आप मुझे परम शक्ति दे। जय सच्चिदानंद।
दक्ष,
जय सच्चिदानंद। हे दादा भगवान,
हे दादा
हम हैं आपके बच्चे।
हम हैं आपके बच्चे।
अच्छे अच्छे
हाँ,
मिलते हैं अच्छे,
फिर भी है कच्चे,
फिर
फिर
भी
भी है
है कच्चे,
करेंगे अच्छे अच्छे।
काम
करेंगे अच्छे।
ओके दक्ष जी, हिंदी।
हाँ, जय सच्चिदानंद। हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप अलग हो, दक्ष अलग है। हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप परमानेंट और आप टेम्पररी है। हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप रियल और दक्ष क्रिएटिव है।
तो तोरल हिंदी।
सेपरेशन पे
सेपरेशन, हाँ हाँ।
हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप रियल, आप अलग हो तो अलग है। हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप रियल हो तो रिलेटिव है। हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, आप परमानेंट हो तो टेम्पररी।
श्रेया,
हाँ, हे शुद्धात्मा दादा भगवान, તમે જુદા છો, શ્રેયા જુદી છે. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા દાદા ભગવાન, તમે રિયલ છો, શ્રેયા રિલેટિવ છે. હે શુદ્ધાત્મા દાદા ભગવાન, તમે પરમનન્ટ છો, શ્રેયા ટેમ્પરરી છે. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
जय सच्चिदानंद। हिंदी हेल्थ। चिन्हई।
जय सच्चिदानंद। स्वस्थ शरीर हमें शारीरिक, मानसिक, मनोवैज्ञानिक, भौतिक, भावनात्मक एवं आध्यात्मिक रीति मजबूत बनाता है। हे दादा भगवान, मुझे इस संबंध में शक्तियाँ हो।
श्रेया,
સ્વસ્થ શરીર આપણને શારીરિક, માનસિક, મનોવૈજ્ઞાનિક, બૌદ્ધિક, ભાવનાત્મક તેમજ આધ્યાત્મિક રીતે મજબૂત બનાવે છે. હે દાતા ભગવાન, મને આ બાબતે શક્તિ આપો.
तोरल आता है स्टडी?
हाँ, आता है।
बोलो।
कड़ी मेहनत, ईमानदारी और नैतिकता से अध्ययन करने से मैं उत्कृष्ट गुण देगा, अपने लक्ष्यों, सफलता और खुशी प्राप्त करवाएगा। हे दादा भगवान, मुझे इस संबंध में शक्ति दो.
श्रेया,
અભ્યાસમાં સખત મહેનત, પ્રામાણિકતા અને નૈતિકતા ઉત્તમ ગુણ આપશે. મારા લક્ષ્યો, સફળતા અને સુખ પ્રાપ્ત કરાવશે. હે દાદા ભગવાન, મને આ બાબતે શક્તિ આપો.
चिन्हई, सत्साधन।
नित्य और ईमानदारी से सभी संसाधन करने से मेरा मन मजबूत होगा। मेरा चित्त केंद्रित रहकर मेरे 3 लक्ष्यों को पूरा करने में सक्षम होगा। मेरी
ओ चला गया। ओके श्रेया।
ગુજરાતી में
यस।
દરરોજ અને નિષ્ઠાપૂર્વક બધા સત્સાધનો કરવાથી મારું મન મજબૂત થશે. મારો ચિત્ત એકાગ્ર થઈ મારા 3 ધ્યેયો સિદ્ધ કરાવશે, મારી શક્તિ વધારશે, મારું જ્ઞાન વધારશે, મારો વ્યવહાર સુધારશે, દાદા ભગવાનના આશીર્વાદ મેળવશે અને એમના જગત કલ્યાણમાં નિમિત્ત બનાવશે. હે દાદા ભગવાન, મને આ બાબતે શક્તિ આપો.
Very good, student. Okay, कल का homework क्या है, किसको मालूम है? How? Okay, we were talking about man, right, and profit and loss. So today, what profit and loss did you do through man? Anybody know? Daksh.
Jai Sachidanand, I have done that profit. I have not see TV, eating lunch time, and I have not see TV and mobile.
Okay. Total?
मैंने स्टडी में फोकस
English.
I focused on the studies and I did all the prayers.
No profit loss to the man. Priya.
Jai Sachidanand, the profit is I focused on my studies and I revised my chapters, and the loss is that I watched TV.
What was the loss?
I watched TV for 20 minutes.
How come? Pulitanji was at your home, right?
Yes.
He allowed you to watch TV?
No, while Mama was doing satsang, that time I just watched.
So your mind gave you loss. Okay.
And then I was reading.
What reading what?
Book.
Of course, book. What book?
A diary. A story
diary?
book. A
Huh?
diary of a young girl.
A diary of a young girl.
Yeah. It is based on World War II.
Who wrote the book? You don't know. How come you don't know? A diary of a young girl, you should be writing your diary, no? Huh? You should write a diary on your profit and loss of month. And we'll publish it, okay? We'll make you an author. I know how to publish books. Okay? So start writing Shreya's month, profit and loss. Taxiba.
Jai Sachidanand. In this month that I had only profit, that I was sincere studying and my course is also completing. I was also doing exercise every day and waking up early.
Okay, so you did not think bad about your sister when she was disturbing you?
No,
How about Mama?
no, I didn't say any no and hurt to mom in this month.
Very good. Okay, Khushi.
Jai Sachidanand. My profit was that I revised all the chapters without Tamil, and my loss is that
Can you hear this, Keshav Dada?
No, there is a disturbance.
Khushi?
Yeah.
Okay, now talk loudly.
My profit was that I revised all subjects without Tamil, and my loss is that I did not do exercise from past 1 month. I did not do Surya Namaskar.
Okay, how much rupees you lost through month?
Next,
How many times you feel bad about Papa, Mama, Badi Didi, Choti Didi?
Many times.
Many times?
Yeah.
That's a big loss. You didn't say that. Karishma, what loss did you do? What profit did you do today?
My
I cannot
profit,
hear. Go ahead. You,
my
you
profit,
did loss.
my
You
profit,
did, you did loss with Mama. What did you do with Mama?
uh,
Okay, Monica.
and Jai Sachidanand, my profit in 1 month was I was able to finish all my subjects in first revision, and my loss was that while I was studying, my mom gave me some work every day to do, but sometimes only I did. Some days I did not obey her. That was my loss. And my another loss was that I saw phone for every day for 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so Keshodara, yesterday we talked about man and profit and loss because it occurred because Kushi yesterday said she was feeling lazy. Then we talked about profit and loss. So now you heard the report of one day. Talk to them.
Yeah. In Hindi, English, Gujarati?
English today.
Okay. So, Dada used to say every time that to study man is very important. Normally we do the studies only. We never study our man. If we do nice study, we study very nicely, sincerely, we get the result. We get the rank. A, B, C, depends on your study. But we never study our man. We never study our buddhi. We never study our intellectual. So Dada used to say, if you study your man, you will come to know where your man is going, whether it is sincere or not, whether he is doing profit or loss. If you do the study of man, then you get the fantastic result. You will come to know that where your man is going, why your man is doing losses, why your man is doing profit. You will come to know the comparison. The study is very good. So if you study your man, you will come to know that where you stand. You will come to know what is profit and what is loss today. If you earn some money today, it is a profit. But if you lose money, if you lose money, it is a loss. So same thing, it is here. When you study, when you obey your parents, when you do something very good in your life, you get the marks and you get the profit. But when you don't do as per the norms of Vyavhar, when you don't do anything which is good for others, when you don't do anything which is good for yourself, you are doing losses. So you have to think in your mind whether you like loss or whether you like profit. What do you like?
Profit.
Okay. So when you like profit, so then you have to study your man and you obey your man. What man is like a radar. He is giving you an instruction. He is giving you alertness that what you have to do, what you are not to do. But when you sign yourself, no, I don't want to help. I don't want to help my mummy parent. I don't want to study. You just like you sign it like that, then you get a loss. So while signing, when the man shows something to you, when man shows something to you, at that time you do the signature in your favor, then you get profit. But if you sign in wrong direction, then you get a loss. So while signing, while doing a signature, you must understand the signature will take you in which direction, profit or loss. So Dada used to say, if the person is a thoughtful person, you must do everything right. If you are a thoughtful person, you must do everything right. And if you are not a thoughtful person, then you will do everything wrong. Then you will get a loss. So every day while doing any action, while doing any gesture, you must get the result. You must get yourself first result, okay, what I am going to get today. If you get the result today that you are doing a loss, it is a very big loss. Very big loss. Why big loss? Because you did not understand the value of man. You did not understand what Dada used to say. You did not understand what Dada's viewpoint is. You did not understand what is Dada's vision. Dada's vision was always to take profit and never do losses. And if the person do 2 losses, Dada used to say he is not a thoughtful person. So we must do a profit every day. That should be our aim. If you are doing loss every day, that means you are not a correct businessman. Who's the right businessman? Who does the profit every day or who do the losses every day?
Does the profit every day.
Yeah. If you open a shop, if you do any business, when you come in the evening home, you bring back the money with yourself and you get the profit, everybody will be happy. You can do all the vyavaharik things when you get a profit. But if you get a loss, you cannot do anything. Even you cannot eat also. Therefrom, you will buy the things. So every time you must understand that what profit is going to take you in which direction. To do the profit, you are going to be a successful person.
No, I don't know.
So if we have to become a successful person, then we have to do profit every day. Correct? And if you do profit, you will feel happy. If you do losses, you will not feel happy. And nobody will be happy nearby you. Correct? What is your idea now?
So Charisma made an excuse that tell no to Mama. She says because she's afraid.
She's afraid.
To go and get something
Oh,
in the house. Right, Charisma?
what do you say?
Charisma, bolo. Monica, what is she saying?
She's okay. She's telling that she did not understand what you told in English.
Oh,
मम्मी ने जब तुम्हें काम दिया तो तब तुम डरी थी क्या नहीं?
डरी थी।
तो बेटा बोल हाँ।
हाँ।
मैं डर रही थी। बोल बेटा।
मम्मी बोलते हैं?
नहीं, मोनिका दीदी बोल रही है।
मोनिका बोलो क्या बोलते हैं कि what happened?
हाँ, मम्मी ने काम दिया था कि वो जाकर करके आओ अकेली, तो उसने मना कर दिया। ऐसा एक्सक्यूज बनाया कि मुझे डर लगता है, कोई भी आवाज करता है मुझे डर लगता है, मैं नहीं करूंगी। उसने ऐसा रीजन बताया और मम्मी इसलिए नाराज हो गई।
नहीं, डरने की क्या बात है?
डर रही थी, फिर भी डर लग रहा था उसे।
नहीं तो ऐसा डर लगे तो फिर वो जोर से गाने का, सिंह का संतान को शियार क्या कर सकता है? वो है ना, जोर से हम बुलाते, जब भी डर लगे तो बोलने का कि हे दादा भगवान, मैं आपकी तरह शूरवीर हूँ, मैं सिंह का संतान हूँ, ऐसा बोलने का तो डर भाग जाएगा। आप जैसा बोलोगे वैसा हो जाओगे। करेक्ट? और फिर आपके पास तो दादा भगवान की इतनी बड़ी शक्ति है, तो डरने का क्यों? अनलेस अनटिल आपको जाना ही नहीं हो तो फिर आप डर का बहाना बना सकते हैं। बाकी आपको तो कोई डर जैसी चीज ही नहीं है, क्योंकि दादा भगवान क्या बोलते हैं कि जिनके साथ दादा भगवान होते हैं उनको किसी भी चीज का डर नहीं होता है। डर जैसी चीज ही नहीं होती है। तो आप दादा भगवान को साथ में नहीं बिठाते हो, हाँ, तो फिर तो डर लगना ही नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि दादा भगवान जिनके साथ बैठते हैं उनको कभी डर नहीं लगता है, कभी भी नहीं। भले चारों तरफ से अंधेरा हो, कोई भी रास्ते पे नहीं हो, तो भी दादा भगवान साथ में हो तो फिर हमको बहुत बड़ी शक्ति मिलती है, क्योंकि दादा भगवान तो पूरे ब्रह्मांड के स्वामी हैं। वो चाहे सो कर सकते हैं, वो 14 लोक के नाथ है। वो जब साथ में होते हैं तो हमको तो कभी भी डर नहीं लगता। आप दादा भगवान को साथ में बिठा के देखो, फिर कभी भी डर नहीं लगेगा, पक्का, प्रॉमिस। बिठाओगे
करिश्मा,
दादा?
आपको साथ में दादा कैसे रखेंगे? Who knows? साथ में दादा कैसे रखने का? हिताक्षी भाव,
दादा मन में।
मन में, ओके गुड। हिताक्षी भाव, मन में क्या बोलेंगे दक्ष?
हे दादा भगवान, हम आपके बच्चे हैं।
वेरी गुड। हिताक्षी भाव, दादा को आपके पास कैसे रखेगा? How would you keep दादा with you? कैसे दादा, उन लोग को सिखाइए दादा कैसे
हाँ।
रखने का।
अभी क्या है कि जब भी आप
इंग्लिश प्लीज।
if you go alone outside at night at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you will feel what will happen. And I'm all alone at night. Somebody will come and take me, or something like that. Some type of fear will come. So when you are all alone, when you are nobody is there to help you, at that time you have to say Dada Bhagwan, hey Dada Bhagwan, you come with me. I am feeling little afraid. So will you please come with me? Then if you remember just like that, Dada Bhagwan, if you come with me, so on the spot, Dada Bhagwan will come within you. As soon as you call Dada Bhagwan, like you call when you are in the room and your mother is in some other room. So when you call Mummy, so she will hear or not? She will say, yes, beta, what you want? She will say like that, no? But if you don't call, then will Mummy will come in your room?
No.
No. So like that, you have to call Dada Bhagwan. Hey, Dada Bhagwan, I'm feeling afraid. Will you please come with me? Dada Bhagwan says, yes, on the spot I will come. And if you remember Dada Bhagwan heartily, with purity, and with complete dedication, Dada Bhagwan will come on the spot within you. And he will join you, and you will see the strength in your body. You will come to know, yes, Dada Bhagwan has come. And Dada Bhagwan comes how? Sukshma rite. Means you will not able to see it, but you can feel it. He has come. So as soon as you call Dada Bhagwan, come with me. I am feeling afraid. So immediately Dada Bhagwan will join with you. And the fear will go away on the spot as soon as you call Dada Bhagwan. That tremendous power is in Dada Bhagwan. But you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you won't be able to see Dada Bhagwan nearby you. But you should have 100% sure belief that whenever you call Dada Bhagwan, he will in front of you. He has promised that whenever you will remember me, I will come within you and I will help you in all directions. So you have to try. Whenever you feel weak, whenever you feel that I am afraid, whenever you feel that I am not able to do this, whenever you feel whatever you are not able to do it, that time call Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan says, as soon as you remember, I will come on the spot. So you have to try it, and you have to experience it. Unless and until you don't experience, you will not come to know. But as soon as you do all this type of experience, you will get 100% result. But you should have 100% faith. 100% faith that whenever you call, Dada Bhagwan will be in front of you. Will you please try? You will try, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct?
Okay, so let us try that, Charisma, okay? Then you'll be never be afraid. Okay? Charisma?
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else has questions for Keshav Dada? Because Keshav Dada knows lots about Dada Bhagwan. Yeah, what made you think of watching TV? You getting bored? Nothing to do?
Oh.
Huh? What made Shreya's mind say, I want to watch TV and not worry about exams and lose my cheat for some time? Always a reason to do something, right? Okay, think about it. Chinay?
Jai Sachidanand, my question was that Keshav Dada, he told that we should study about our man. My doubt is that how should we study about our man?
Okay. Very good question. See, when you are sitting in your room, suddenly you get, suddenly your mind says that I have studied a lot today. Now let's go to watch TV today. So as soon as your mind says, okay, let's go to see the TV today. So then you jump it and you go and sit for 1 hour for the TV. And you finish it after 1 hour. And then if mommy comes in the room, hey, what you are doing? Is this the right time to study or it is the right time to see the TV? So at that time, you suddenly realize, oh, I did something wrong. So how did you do something wrong? Because when Man told you that, okay, I have studied a lot and let's go and see a movie. So at that time, when you jump for going to see the TV, at that time, you was together with the Man, but you did not study your Man. What happened? You involved with the Man and you dissolved with the Man and you went and see the TV. But when you will study the Man, at that time you will talk with Man. Oh, what you are doing? If you go and see the TV, you will waste your time and you will waste your energy. You will waste your chit will be spoiled. Your chit will see so many things which when you sleep at night, you will see the dreams of whatever you are watching on the TV. So when you make understand the Man like this, that means you study the Man. But when you are together with the Man, when you dissolve with the Man, that means at that time you are not studying your Man. So whatever happens, whatever things are coming in your Man, you study it, whether it is right or wrong. Got it?
Yeah. And I have one more question. When our man says like that, let's go to watch TV, then how should we tell to him? It forces me.
Yeah.
When I'm studying, it told me to play games in mobile. I tell him, no, now is time to study. But it forced me to go and play. What should I do that time?
At that time, you have to make understand the Man. You have to give him the picture. See, you have to, like that, when you are in the school and you are not studied a particular subject, when teacher teaches you that this is the subject, this is the science, how this science proves, and everything he makes you understand, then you get get all the knowledge of the science, correct? When your teacher is teaching you. Like that, you have to teach your man, and you have to talk with the man. Whether just now, if you go to the TV room and you will study, see what benefits you are going to get it and what losses you are going to get it. Like that, you have to talk with the man. And if he takes you forcefully, then you have to tell him that if you do like this, everything you will lose it. You will lose everything. You will be away from Dada Bhagwan. You will be away from your parents' love. You will be away from your studies. You will be away and you will be in losses and losses. How it is tolerable to you to go to leave your studies and leave your Dada's science and you go and watch TV? Like that, you have to talk with the man. If he forces you, then you have to tell him, if you like good, I'm making you understand with love. I'm making you understand with patience. But if you forcefully do it, then I will be not with you. Then I am going to punish you. If he is forcefully taking you and not understanding your knowledge, the way you are teaching him, then you have to tell him that if you do this, then I have to take very big step for you. I'm not going to allow you to eat today for whole day. Will it be tolerable? Then he will say, no, I cannot go for a fast for whole day. So please, whatever you say, I will do it. And if he is forcefully taking you, then give him a punishment. If he is a very vulnerable person, if you can make him understand with your great patience, then he will obey you. But if you will be together with the man and you will be going with the man completely, then he will take you in the wrong direction. So you have to be all the time separate with the man and make him understand with a very love and peace. But if he doesn't understand, then you have to warn him. Then you have to tell him that I'm going to punish you if you will do something wrong. Got it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, everybody please try this. And we'll talk about that tomorrow on studies. Profit and loss you did on studies tomorrow. Okay. Jai Sachidanand.
Hey, Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, since there are no questions, we have to go to Lalita Ben.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
I don't have any questions today, but I'd like to share an experience that Dr. Radhe had.
Okay, good.
He was traveling in India with 8 Americans, and they were going to different power plants. And they had a flight from Chennai to Calcutta. And from there, they were supposed to go to Dhanbad to a power plant, coal-fired power plant. And the flight was overbooked. They accommodated all the Americans and told Dr. Radhe, you can't get on this flight. And he just said, I just prayed to Dada. I said, you've got to make this happen. And he asked to talk to the supervisor. And he explained to them how it was imperative that he be on that flight. And they accommodated him, had him sit in the co-pilot seat and flew them to Calcutta. So I just want to say that complete surrender and ask Dada to take care of you in a bind. He always comes through.
100%. 100%.
Yes.
You should have come with the children were there, Lalita Ben.
Well, you can relate that to them because, I don't want to interrupt the children's satsang.
No, but this is good experience that you have, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, to happen in India, to go, where they really helped accommodate him, because first they said, there's no way you can get on this flight. And he said, There's no way these people can handle it by themselves. You know, I'm
Right.
their guide. I
Right.
you know the language and they can't manage it. So this was his experience. He would tell a lot of people. I think a lot of Mahatmas have heard this, but I just wanted to share that.
Man, this is a experience with a lot of people. Whenever they have remembered Dada Bhagwan in any difficult time, Dada has been there all the time. And one of my experience when I tell to everybody, that was a very good experience when my age was hardly 26 years old, and I had gone to Nigeria, and this is the place where armed robbers come anytime. And they come anybody's house anytime, and everybody says that today you got a lottery if they come to your house. So same thing had happened with me also. I had just gone to Nigeria after being with Dada Bhagwan for so many years. So I had to go there. At that time, one good morning, one night, at about 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, these armed robbers came, about 8 people together. And they were all equipped with all arms. And everybody had a gun, very big gun. Somebody had a very big knife and so many things in their hand. And they had brought about 3 to 4 trucks, and they emptied my whole house. Each and everything was taken by them. And I was all the time at the gunpoint here. So in front of me, there was a very big photograph of Dada Bhagwan and Simandar Swami. So they were telling me that if you move for a second, we will shoot you. So you are not to move from here till we empty the whole house. So all the time, there were 2 persons hanging a gun on my head. And I was, in front of me, there was a photograph of Dada Bhagwan and Simandar Swami. So they had finished all the things, and they were getting annoyed that why don't you have a money in your house? Because they are all the time concerned about money. So I had a very little money. So I had hardly $500 in the purse. And so they were thinking that these foreigners have a lot of dollars in their hand. So they were getting annoyed, and they tried to say that if you don't show where you have kept the money, we will kill you. So at that time, I talked with Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan, I am only 26 years old. I have to do so many things. And without your darshan, I will go away like this. What is this? Without your darshan, I will go away. And in such a young age. And they were such a furious person that I was feeling that anytime they will kill me. But at that time, I talked with Dada Bhagwan. And what happened suddenly, all the people left my house, leaving everything. What came in their mind, I don't know. Otherwise, if you don't get money in the house, they always kill the people. This was the report. And everybody said that you are the luckiest person. How could this happen? So I told them this only can happen like when you are with Dada Bhagwan.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you don't get money in your house, they kill you. So this is the right thing, that whenever you remember Dada Bhagwan, and if you start talking with him, he is all the time present in front of you. You will not see that what this happened. These are the miracles they do happen when you just take the name of Dada Bhagwan. And I just only said once, Dada Bhagwan, I'm going to go away without your darshan. How is it possible? So Dada is omnipresent. If you just remember, he comes on the spot in front of you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Jai Satchidanand.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, this is very true, because these days, you know, there's a lot of complications in calm. You said, Dada, I give it to you. But the key thing is you to just give it to him and not worry, because invariably, couple of days, you know, it happens. So if you are impatient, then it doesn't work. I so much things I experienced.
Yeah.
Once you give to the other, no impatience.
This is wonderful. This is Dada's great science. And Dada's, this is a proof that Dada is every time present in front of you. Every
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to be like Draupadi.
Yeah.
Throw up your hands and leave it to Dada.
Dada, yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah.
Correct. Jai Sachidan.
Jai
Jai
Sachidan. Okay, Mahatma,
Mm,
everybody is happy, no questions.
mm, mm.
Vaishali Ben, are you sleeping from your trip? Okay, then I think we will talk about, the other day, Keshavanji, there's a question.
Mm.
Okay, no problem, Vaishali Ben. She's at the airport.
Mm.
Okay, so other day, her sister had questioned, Purushat. How exactly is Purushat happens in the scientific way inside? So can you please dwell on how the Purushat process works inside?
Yeah. Very good. See, Purushat starts within yourself. First of all, when you feel weak or when you are doing something wrong, when the things are not happening as per your wish, or when you feel that you are involved in so many places that you are away from the Dada's science and you are away from the Jnana, at that time, what happens? Your inner happiness goes away, the real happiness of Atma. So at that time, the Prajna Shakti does very important role. As soon as Prajna Shakti starts giving you alertness, at that time, your Purushat starts. When Prajna says, oh, this is something wrong you are doing, until how much time you will behave like this? When you will get Jagrati, that you will be away from these small, small things. When you will get Jagrati for such a thing that you are not alert at the time of Sambhave call with the files. When you will not be alert when the something wrong happens and you don't understand this is the Vyavasthit Shakti is doing his performance. So when this part comes within you, at that time, your Purushat starts. At that time, you say, oh, next time I will not do like this. Next time I will be very much alert. Next time I will not do like this. So when you get that such type of alertness, from that point, you start doing a nischay that when next time this happens, I will not do like this. I will do 100% Sambhave Nikal. So when you determine within yourself, at that time your Purushat starts. And when Purushat starts, then it is going to give you the result. If you start your Purushat and there are so many circumstances when the difficult fights are coming in front of you, and you will do the Sambhave Nikal so easily, then you will realize that this is the result of Purushat. So any direction, when you get the result, you feel that you are on the right path and you are doing the Purushat properly. Purushat, if you are doing, that means you are getting a result. And once you get the result, that means you are doing a proper Purushat. Correct?
Yes. Her question was, who does the Purushat?
There is the file number 1 does the Purushat. Bhavo does the Purushat.
Through Prajna Shakti.
Through Prajna Shakti. Prajna Shakti gives the alertness. Prajna Shakti gives alert alarm that this is something wrong is going on or this is something good is going on. When something good is going on, you are not getting elevation, that means you are in the Purushat. Somebody praises you, somebody welcomes you, and you are so much happy and you become ekakar with yourself. At that time, your Purushat comes. Oh, he is not knowing my real Shuddha Atma. He is doing welcoming the file number 1. If that alertness comes to you, that means you are in Purusharth. So Dada rightly said, when there are a pratikul sanyogo or anukul sanyogo. In both the conditions, when you are in samta bhav, that means you are in the Purusharth. Anything very good happens, anything very bad happens, and you don't get raga and dvesh, that means you are in the Purusharth. So you yourself is the determination. You yourself come to know first that whether you are in the Purusharth or you are without Purusharth. It's such a powerful prajna shakti.
So you talk about samta. What is really samta means?
Samta means, that means you understand that you can, whatever sanjog comes, whatever difficult or very good sanjog, in that case, you are not shaken up. You are not dissolved in that sanyog, and you just watch it so separately. Separately, you understand that this is the file and this is the sanjog. I am Shuddhatma. This is this is file number 1 is doing a sambhava nikal, and you are not shaken up, and you are not elevated, or you are not at that time. Exact word is you don't get rag and dvesh. That is the biggest sign you are in the samta.
Yeah, but Kesavanji, normally what happens when there's conversation between two people, normally we don't allow the other person to finish even. And then you start your own history and geography. So is that samta?
No, at that time it is not samta. No. Samta is what? That when the other used to explain somebody, and in the reciprocal, the other person, you start talking it, and it went on and went on for so much time, the Dada could hear so calmly that let him empty his own tank. So Dada used to do at that time samta. But I'm explaining you about the real science. Now you are explaining to me about the whole Shastras Jnana and this Jnana. And at that time, we other Mahatmas used to feel awkward that he has come to understand from Dada Bhagwan, or he is explaining so many things to Dada Bhagwan. But on those things, in those sanjog, Dada could not get annoyed. Neither he used to stop him, and he could hear him for so much time. He had so much patience. So that is called samta, that whatever, actually when the Guru is sitting in front of us, when Jnani Purush is sitting in front of us, we are there to understand his deshna and his whole science of Akram Vignan. At that time, you talk yourself for so much time, and at that time, Jnani Purush, what can he say? He understands that now the tape recorder is on, his tape recorder is going to finish till it is going to empty. So at that time, he remains in samta and hears him everything till he finishes. And after some time, he said, okay, Dada Bhagwan, now I have to go. Jai Sachidanand. Then he goes away. Then Dada says, okay, no problem. Like this is samta. I'll be sitting, so many other Mahatmas feel that when he's going to stop and we will hear something from Dada Bhagwan. But no, he will go on talking, and he's giving own experiences, he's giving own that I have studied in Gita like this, and that is what is right. Dada says, okay, let him finish everything. And when he finishes everything, then before Dada speaks anything, his sanjog is over, and he said, Dada, I have to go somewhere. So now, should I go? Jai Sachidanand. Dada say, okay, chalo, Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar gao.
Okay. Hey, Mahatmas, no questions? Miraben, no question today?
So I wanted to share, first I wanted to, Jai Sachidanand to Mahatmas, Jai Sachidanand, Keshavan.
Jai Sachidanand.
To say, Uncle, Radha Uncle, has given me a lot of, because of him, because of his, that tape recorder that he has, he brought me to Dada to get Jnana from Dada many years ago. And that was, that whole this thing I'll tell you, and it was such an experience. This was even before I took Nyan, and on that day, Nyan was already done. By the time I landed in Oak Ridge to get that, in that specific Guru Purnima, I couldn't get Nyan. That I had already given Nyan, everything was all done. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried to Dada because I was so sad. I thought my life was over. I had just gotten married. I had come from my husband just specifically for this, and it was so horrible. I cried all night long. I cried all day. Next day, Dada uncle had already asked Dada, can you have a special Nyan? Can you do one? And can you do this one more time? Because she's crying so much. I mean, I was asking Dada from deep inside my heart. But then Radha uncle separately was the Nana that went and asked Dada personally for this. Because it wasn't, I remember, and I was so taken, like I went the next day, my eyes were all puffy, everything was this thing. But I sat next to him and all of, this, it was like a, I don't know, like a, how do you say, like some doom in my some thing, but it was all of the what is that called, the circumstances, all the vivastit that happened, all of it to come to that level, and it helped it every time when I think back. So now any time when my life gets a little, how shall I say, I don't see, like I cannot see, sometimes my I'll be praying to Dada, let's say I'll be doing Charan Vidhi, I'll be doing some Pradha Vidhi, something. And then even though my tape recorder is saying these words, I am thinking else, oh my God, I think I've left something in the cooker. I should probably fix that. I don't know, maybe it's going to do this, it's going to do that, it's going to do this. And then I come back to that. Come back to that original Nyan getting blessing. And I say, oh, tape recorder is separate. This is separate. This separate. Shuddhatma is separate. The tape recorder is praying to Shuddhatma. Come back, Chit, that pressure cooker will be okay by itself. It will tell you when it's time for that pressure cooker to start. But always it is coming back to that thing. And I'm hoping I'm explaining it correctly, and I'm hoping that, but it is all due to Dada, and I greatly appreciate it. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Wonderful. This is a great experience, yeah. Because you are coming back to your original seat, the original place, which Dada used to say that you have gone wrong direction for 300 kilometers. So you have to come back 300 kilometers and come to the central point. And from that, you have to go in the opposite direction. At that time, you will be on the right direction. So whatever steps you have gone wrong direction, or as many kilometers you have gone the wrong direction, you have to come back. And every time when you come back to your normal position, you feel happy that now you are on the right path. And Dada Bhagwan all the time is helping you to take the right direction. That is my experience all the time. Whosoever person has met with Dada Bhagwan, whosoever person is understanding Dada's science, he is going back to his normal position, going back to the right direction. So many births he has gone in the wrong direction, but now he is going to the right direction. That is everybody's experience. That is my experience. And at that time, when we are going to the right direction, we feel happy. Our inner heart says, okay, and it gives a tremendous satisfaction that you are on the right path. That is your good experience, yeah.
Very good. Jai Satchidanand. Mayuri Ben?
Jai Satchidanand.
Mayuri Ben?
Jai Satchidanand. Keshavanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Mayuri Ben. Jai Satchidanand.
Dada, Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Shankar Ben?
હા મારે આ પૂછવું હતું કે દાદાએ જે હોમ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ અને ફોરેન ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ એનું જે સમજાયું છે ને, તો આપણે જે શુદ્ધાત્મામાં રહીએ એ હોમ ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ,
correct.
અને બહારનું જે બધું થાય એ ફોરેન ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ.
હા,
પણ છતાં બી જે આપણી નજીકની ફાઇલો જે છે બધી,
હા.
કે ફાઇલ નંબર 2, 3, 4 જે બધા છે,
હમ,
તો એની સાથે આપણે જ્યારે ડીલિંગ કરીએ ને ત્યારે જે મારું જે આવે છે એ બેની વચ્ચેનો ભાગ છે એના વિશે કંઈ એક્સપ્લેન કરી શકો એમ? ત્યારે
હા.
બી એ મારું છે એવું જ આવે છે એમ.
હા, પણ
માય
Hey, Kishan, please explain the question first in English, then answer. English માં ચાલશે ને કેવી રીતે?
હા ચાલશે ચાલશે, હું સમજી શકું છું ખરી.
Okay, very good. So
Thank
what's
you.
the question, Kishan?
Yeah. She is asking separation between home department and foreign department. So when he is dealing with the foreign department at that time, how we should tackle with it, those foreign departments people, so that we smoothly, as per Dada's science, while remaining in the separation, we solve the foreign department very nicely. And that is the biggest science of Dada Bhagwan, that home department and foreign department, you have to keep separate all the time. Once you will keep separate all the time, so that you'll be able to tackle with those departments. But unless and until you are not able to differentiate between home department and foreign department, so it will be like ekakar. That means you will be joining both the departments together. So you don't know how to separate them, or you don't understand which are these two departments. So at that time, you will not be able to adjust in those circumstances. You will be not able to understand what is the home department and foreign department. These two are completely separate. So when you are in the Swa, when you are in the inner Shuddhatma Laksh, you are in the home department. But as soon as you come out from your home department outside to the foreign department, all the unhappiness things will happen, all awkward things will happen, all difficult things will happen. So at that time, you have to deal with Sabta, you have to deal with Dada's sign that any sanjog, you will be doing everything without rag and dvesh. If you deal with the foreign department without any rag and dvesh, you will be able to deal it. You will be very nicely able to deal with it, and you will get the solution. But once you come to the foreign department, and you see with the relation, oh, she is my wife, or she is my he is my husband, these are the children, they are doing like this, they should not do like this. So
Yes.
when you start thinking the foreign department and you don't see it with scientifically vision of Dada Bhagwan, so you won't get any solution, and you will be dissolved in that for hours together. But if you see the foreign department with Dada's science, with Dada's understanding, with Dada's viewpoint, within fraction of second, you'll be able to do any difficult situation, you will be able to settle it immediately. So
Swamiji, I have to experience with that. Sometimes my daughter wants to discuss some problems with me, so we have to share 2-3 hours, 4 hours, same as with Shambhu, my son. So then at that time, startingly, I remember that file number 3, file number 4, sometimes I have to go with Sambhave Nikal. And then then some time of period is that moments I accept that I am mom. And the Shuddhatma is missing, or I don't know actually what is situation, and the dealing with my children with as a mom. Then after then between at that time, in between, how can I remember, or and 2, 3, 4 hours continuously I can't remember. Then some keys, can you please guide me?
Yeah, very good, very good. It in the starting with everybody. We had taken a Jnana from Dada Bhagwan. In the starting, so many things used to happen, and for hours together, we were in the foreign department. So after going through so many discussions, plus minus, even fighting with brothers or anybody, after that, once so much time goes away, at that time we realize, oh, what happened? We finish up so much time in this foreign department without any understanding, where Dada says that this department you have to deal it with great understanding. That first of all, you have to become that who you are. You are Shuddhatma. Who's the opposite person in front of you? It is a file number 1. And in this file number 1 or file number 2 or 3, there is a Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Once you start thinking like that, that now this Shuddhatma Bhagwan is separate, this file is separate, and his tape recorder is going on since last 10-15 minutes. So fraction of understanding, you have to tell him that why don't we finish this thing? You are right. You are going in the right direction. I am also right. So why don't we come to the conclusion that we both are right and we finish up this matter, and next time we will not do like this. But if you argue for hours together in foreign department, you will be completely dissolved in it, that, and after that you will see that there was no result. Dada says that whenever the discussion starts in the foreign department, within fraction of minutes, you should come out. This is Dada's argument.
Minutes.
Minutes, yeah, you should come out. It should not continue more than 2-3 minutes, any discussion. If you watch and if you see that this discussion is going on and it is going to go for a longer time, at that time you should come back. You do the reverse gear and come back and say, okay, it is my fault. It is not your fault, it is my fault. And as soon as you say that this is my fault, on the spot the thing will be stopped. But if you argue at that time and discuss the same matter in depth and considering that you are wrong, it will take hours together in that. And the opposite person is not going to accept it, neither you are going to accept it. So you are completely dissolved in the foreign department. Where Dada says that you have to keep all the time foreign department and home department all the time separate. And you should have that much jagrati. After having this jnana, you should have that jagrati, that where your time is going, whether it is going in the right direction or wrong direction. If you are doing a satsang for 2 hours together, no problem. This is not satsang in the foreign department. You have to talk like this. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. And after Dada's science and Dada's understanding, you can tackle with anybody on this earth within fraction of minutes. Because that science gives you the great understanding. This science gives you a suj, which Dada used to say, suj. As much as you go in this jnana, the suj develops. Suj develops means what? Suj gives you the understanding that this is now if you know the opposite person's prakriti, you will come to know that if you discuss for a single minute, discuss.
Yes.
And the whole thing will go for hours together. And if you have tried for 2-3 times with that person, you have got the experience. So next time, as soon as he comes, you have to first of all do the pratikrama, that I am going to just involve with this person. Again, his prakriti will involve, my prakriti will involve, we will waste our time. So now this is the time I have got the experience 2-3 times. Now we have to go reverse back and say, as soon as he starts, you have to tell him, you have to give him understanding, and you have to tell him that I have to go somewhere. Can we discuss this after time? You have to avoid that sanjog, or you should have that much power within yourself to understand that sanjog and bring him that positive, bring him so much in positive so that the things finishes within fraction of minutes. This was Dada's understanding, that anything comes in front of you, within few minutes, you should finish up the matter if it is goes in the discussion.
After the day finish and when come in bedroom, I think that about whole day's then I realized 2, 3 hours, 4 hours I lost
without
without any
any result.
कुछ मिलता नहीं है without any result. Yes.
कुछ
And I
मिलता
lost
नहीं।
them.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Then you should-
sometimes
Dada-
when I told them something, and when I become right, then I also make 2, 3 hours more. હું કે મેં કીધું તું ને કે જો આવું કરીશ તો આવું થશે,
આવું
અને
થશે.
જ્યારે સાચું થાય ને ત્યારે ફરી પાછી એ બીજા 2-3 hours બી ખાઈ જાય.
I say. Then you get a garvaras that, oh, see, I was wrong. See, inside Dada says there is a very big parliament going on, very big parliament. Unless until you minutely observe it, you will come to know what is going on in your mind. All the time in your mind, it is going on how you should keep yourself perfect and right in front of so many people around you. That you are always right. You are more experienced person. You are perfectly right person. You whatever you do perfectly. Opposite person is doing something wrong. Because these concepts have been developed from so many births. And it is not accepting. Dada used to say that when you have come to within me, now stop your all buddhis or just keep it at your home and then you come with me with an empty mind. Then only you will understand this science. If you will come with your own thinking and with your own intellectuals, this science is not going to go inside you. So for a God's sake, for God's sake, you come back to the right direction, and for God's sake, you empty your mind, you keep aside your intellectuals aside, and come with empty mind in front of Dada Bhagwan, so that Dada Bhagwan can pour the Amrit within you, and then you will become a pure person like Dada Bhagwan. But if you will come in front of Dada Bhagwan with your own thinking, with your own concepts, nothing is going to happen.
Yes. Jai Satchidanand Swami.
Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, very good. Jai Satchidanand. Okay, Kashani, now we'll talk about the Samaik which we are doing. Samai is, we have to watch our thoughts, especially when we meet people, what kind of thoughts occur in our mind.
Correct.
So can you share more light in your experience on that?
Yes. Very good. This Samaik Dada Bhagwan used to explain us, and Dada Bhagwan used to teach us that when we were very young at that time, how to study your mind, how to talk with yourself, how to know that what is going on in your mind, how to make a graph that what is going in your mind. This was very important. Because normally what happens, since morning to evening, once you pass your day without any aim or without any writing or without understanding what is going on within you, you will come to know the whole day goes away without any Jagrati and without any understanding of Dada's sign, without 5 Agnyas. You will find out that if you don't plan your day or don't make your graph of your day, or you don't talk with yourself, you will find that your whole day goes away without any result. Where Jnani Purush, all the time, he used to watch what A.M. Patel is doing, how he is talking, how he is eating, at the time of eating, whether he remained separate or not. While talking, he could realize that this is a tape recorder. The opposite person was talking something wrong. Did you realize that his person is also a tape recorder? That is why Dada Bhagwan said that in the Charan Vidhi, Sukshma Sanyogo, Vanina Sanyogo, Par Chene Paradhin Che. Why did he this was the biggest science. स्थूल संयोगो, सूक्ष्म संयोगो, वाणी ना संयोगो, पर छेने पराधीन छे. सब पराधीन है, हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. It is not in our hand. This Vani is not in our hand. Tape record is not in our hand. So whatever suddenly sthul is coming from the opposite person, something he started giving abuses to me, it is suddenly a sthul sanyoga. So you can see it, That is also not in my hand. Sukshma Sanyogo, whatever going on within my heart, within my mind, these are Sukshma Sanyogo. And I am talking and thinking something wrong for my brother or sister or for my wife or my husband. Something wrong is going on or thoughts are going on. At that time, we are not observing. And you are involved in those thoughts and the time goes away and time passes away. At that time, you realize, oh, I was away from the Jnana. I was away from the Jagruti. I was away from the Upyog, where Dada says that after having this Vijnan, every second you should be in the Upyog. What you are doing, how you are doing, what you are eating. At the time of eating, you are separate or not. At the time of talking, did you realize that this is a tape recorder? Or you said, oh, how could I nicely explain everything? So at that time, you go in the Garvaras. Where is the alertness? This science of reaching to the Keval Jnana is every moment alertness. Every moment you have to observe that whether you are separate or you are involved with yourself. You have to observe whole day how much you remain separate with your file number 1. You have to observe yourself. How could you deal with your file number 2, 3, 4? Whether they were satisfied with you or not. Like Dada Bhagwan used to deal with so many Mahatmas, so his wife, his so many partners. Nobody could say that Dada Bhagwan is wrong. Nobody could say that Dada took a wrong decision. So how he could manage? At that time, about 60 to 70,000 before Dada left this earth, 50 to 60,000 people had taken the Jnana from Dada Bhagwan. He could tackle with so many people. Can you imagine how much is the power to remain separate? When you are separate, what is the power is developed so that you can deal with 50, 60,000 people on this earth without any rag dvesh? Can you imagine what is the Shakti of Atma? That Shakti of Atma has been developed by Dada Bhagwan to ourselves. But we have to reach to the final destination. We have started running to that path. Now we have to go to the final stage. And while reaching to the final stage, we have to understand this Dada sense, that how Dada used to do tackle with so many fights. How could Dada remained whatever time he was away from the satsang, at that time he was in the home department. Whatever fraction of minutes he used to get it in his hand, he was in the home department. So we have to observe that when you are away from the work, when you have come back from the work, there is nobody around you, there are no children nearby you, and you are completely free. Come to the home department and remain and search yourself that how much you are Atma. You start reading the whole day that where could where you could not understand the Dada science. How many places you do Atikrama. How many places you forgot the Dada's Panch Aknya. You have to come back again and again. You have to come back again and again. And slowly, you will be in that position that every moment you will start living separate. This is the Dada's science.
Very good. So, Keshavanji, you have a very big family.
Yeah.
You have so many brothers, sister, their children.
Yeah. Very big.
Then your brother's wife's family side and your Ashim's wife's side. So how do you keep the vichar saying?
Fantastic.
I'm saying a lot of things happen. So how do you adjust your mind, vichar thoughts?
This science works wonderful. I don't have words to explain it, but whenever these circumstances comes, whenever those sanjog comes, and a fraction of minutes when the things happen so easily and it is solved so easily, then I go in the temple of in my house. There is a very big temple of Dada Bhagwan, and I go and sit there and praise Dada Bhagwan like anything and say, Dada, if you were not there in my life, I could say that I had become either mad or I could have made other people mad. So when I come back, whenever there is a fraction of seconds or fraction of minutes, the things are so wonderful and so changeable. At that time, I feel so happy that if there would have not this science, how could I have managed with these people? How could I have managed with these difficult files? How could I manage with so many persons at a time? There was one time that we were 8 brothers and 7 bhabis and one sister. So I was the alone person in the house who was bachelor in so big family. So all the 8 brothers, my 7 brothers used to say that Keshav is going to stay with me. Everybody was demanding that Keshav is going to stay with me. Everybody. Because he is such a vulnerable person that anybody and everybody, when he will be in our house, we will be very cool at that time. No athraman, no talking, or anybody is doing a discussion, he will solve it within 2 minutes, everything will be normal. So everybody was snatching. Finally, I had to stay with Kanya Bhai and Rita Bhabi because they were too much in Dada Bhagwan's side. I said, this is the house where I can stay. And no, but any difficult house, any difficult persons, I could manage it so nicely with Dada's science. And what used to happen, because I got a chance to understand Dada's science from such a small childhood, so that I could see and observe him that any difficult sanjog comes, any difficult file comes, Dada could solve it within fraction of minutes. Even the person used to come in front of Dada Bhagwan to fight with him that Dada, why you are doing like this? You are doing partiality. Why did you allow this person to do this? So Dada used to say, no, it was because of this reason I have done it. Then he used to always give the reply so that the opposite person is satisfied. Such type of reply he used to give. So this I got in Dada's science, that whenever anybody is in a difficult position or he is in a discussion position or he is not understanding, start taking his side, that you are right, Barobar, but it is my mistake. And because of my mistake, only this has happened. Please forgive me, but this thing will never happen again, I promise you. Then he used to get a satisfaction, the things used to come to zero. So Dada, I could see that every time you have to try to win the opposite person. There is no need to win yourself. Try to see that how the opposite person is winning. This was Dada's science. The opposite person should get sleep at night. He must get sleep at night. This was Dada's vision.
Very good. Okay.
So this is
Okay.
helping in all that.
Deepak Bhai has experience or question?
No experience. I want to just to tell with the what I can say. You had a big family, and with the big family you can also manage. How can you manage? That is a very wonderful experience. I want to ask you a question that do you have any contact with Hiraba? You recognize about the Hiraba? You meet Hiraba?
Yes. I
Just
was asking Keshavanji, your experience with Hiraba. Yeah, of course. Dada was always there. Hiraba was there. Keshavanji was always.
All the time. So when there was Mamanipur, where Dada used to stay with Hiraba, only 2 persons were staying in that house, Mamanipur. So every day in the morning, about 20 to 25 people, I'm talking about 1973. So that time had fresh Jnana had started. Dada had started giving Jnana, and very few people used to come. So at that time, nobody knew about Dada's Bhagwan and Dada's science. So whatever people slowly used to come, and about 15, 20, 25 people in the morning, they used to come in Dada's Mamanipur, and Dada used to discuss all about the Vyavhar and Satsang. And up to 11 o'clock, he used to do all vidhis of all Mahatmas. So Hiraba used to sit in the room, and she never used to come out and sit with satsang. And she was in all the time preparation of Dada's all work, food and everything. Anybody comes. So I was sitting near the door of entrance of the room where Hiraba used to sit, and there was a kitchen, and there she used to make up food and everything. So Dada Bhagwan used to tell, because while sitting with the Gyan and with Mahatmas, so Dada used to tell, I was a very young boy, and very at that time so many boys had not come. So normally Dada Bhagwan used to tell me, go and tell Hiraba that make 2-3 cups of tea. So I used to go in the room, and nobody was allowed at that time to go in the room of Hiraba. But Dada used to send me, and I used to, and Hiraba used to talk with me, how many people have come, how many people have come. To Dada said only to make 2-3 cups. So so many people, how they will take tea? So you don't worry, I'm making 5 to 6 cups of tea when you take it outside and read. So every time Dada used to say, make 1 or 2 cups of tea, but Hiraba used to make 4 to 5 cups, because she used to ask me how many people are there. So she used to understand. And Dada also had a tackle to deal with Hiraba. So if Dada Bhagwan says every time make 10 cups of tea, so many Mahatmas are there. So she will be also tired of doing every day like this. So Dada was very a person of great tackle. She always used to tell Hiraba that to make 2-3 cups of tea. Never used to say that make 10 cups of tea. But she used to ask me how many people are there. I used to say about 10 people are there. Oh, so many. So okay, you don't worry. I'm making 5-6 of them. So at that time, what used to say, Dada used to say, take prasadi. So we used to, from 1 cup, there were person of taking 2%, half cup of tea. So everybody could take a tea at that time. But Dada's style was that, make 1 or 2 cup of tea. And Hiraba's style was that always make to take about 5 to 6 cup of tea.
Such a great style.
So see that Dada knew it how to take it with his file number 1.
Wonderful.
Okay, Deepak bhai, okay?
Okay, thanks, sir. Jai Sachidanand.
Okay.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand. Our time is up, so Keshav ji, please. Deepak bhai, please follow.
Okay, sir.